your girl with another girl's talk of feminine hygiene. I want to tell you guys one thing that you might not really take note of, which is very, very, very important. Some of you might not take note of it. There are some of the sanitary pads we use, the sanitary pads, you know what I'm saying, they are not really good. So my dear sister, they can cause infection to you. Why not you get the correct or the quality one better than the quantity? I know sometimes it's not easy for somebody to be buying sanitary pads every month. Probably you are not an employee and you might be having some challenges, and you feel like when you buy quantity of sanitary pads that are going to cost you a little coins, it's gonna go you for a long way than buying expensive ones. I know some things are expensive but they are not good, but there are some that are expensive but they are good. So try and go for the quality one. Don't go for the ones you think like they are popular, people use them a lot. Always go for the sanitary pad you know that whenever you wear it you'll be comfortable. There are some sanitary pads when you wear them, it's like your blood is just shook there, and then when you sit down you feel like wow, where I am sitting down the sanitary pad is really nonsense, because you'll be messed and you will feel irritated, you will feel uncomfortable. I am doing this video because I visited one of my friends in her office and then she said something to me. I always wanted to do this kind of video, but I know that day what I have grabbed from her was a lot. I'm giving shout out to Deborah in this video. Deborah, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for enlightening me about sanitary pad. As I was saying, when you sit down and then you feel like you have soak on the blood, yes, you feel like the blood is really touching your private part, not your pant again, like it's not absorbing it. That is how she demonstrated it for me, because she used water to do the demonstration, and when she poured this water on two different sanitary pads, the one she said is the correct one, like the quality one, that one soaked all the water and that place is still dry, the tampon is still dry. But the other ones, ah my god, they were like you are washing clothes and you are squeezing and this clothes is not squeezing. You know what I'm telling you? It was messed, and that's how some of us feel ourselves on sanitary pads when we are menstruating. I'm advising you to tell you that don't always rush for sanitary pads because you feel like they are giving promo or they're advertising it in a cheap price. No. Go for the correct one, the ones that are medicated and they are perfect for your skin and also protect you from embarrassing yourself, because you don't want to be menstruating and you are out there, you are going, somebody will say, hey sis, please can I talk to you? And when you bend down to listen to the person through your ears, the person will say, please, you are staying. That's an embarrassing thing. Can somebody tell me where and then how you were embarrassed when you are on your menstruation? It's part of the gist today. Tell me when. I remember my own was in school when I was much younger. I was menstruating. That day was the second day, because normally my first day doesn't flow that much. So the second day I normally flew a lot. I went to school without using pad. I just forgot totally. I didn't even remember that I was menstruating. And in the classroom, as I sat down and getting up to go and drink, there's a jar in the office. I was approaching the jar to drink, and one of my friends just ran and gave me wrapper. I just thought and said, what is the problem? Why are you giving me wrapper? I was even getting angry, and she said, Ma'am, just come. And then I followed her, and I was so embarrassed that day, and I was shy. I didn't even know what to do. The next day for me to come to school was a problem. I told my mom I cannot go to school today because my classmates, they will laugh at me. But then again, that was just to tell you that it happens sometimes without you knowing that you are on the period. So definitely prepare yourself wherever you are going. Always put sanitary pads in your bag. Whenever you are leaving the house and you know that you might spend 3 hours outside, always go with your sanitary pad, because it's going to protect you out there. If you go anywhere and you know they have a clean and a proper restroom, use it and then change your sanitary pad. But you shouldn't allow it to be there for more than 3 hours. I don't know how many of you are doing it, but always allow the sanitary pad to be changed every 3 hours, because if not, you're gonna have infection, and infection is one of the worst thing you can have. If you experience infection, you will know what I'm telling you. Don't have any shy or any shame about this. Listen to this and then apply it, and it will work for you. So now this was what I have to advise you about sanitary pads. Always go for the good one, the quality ones. so that it can absorb everything without you embarrassing yourself out there. That is tip number one. Another tip I want to give here again is when you are about to have the S, yes, I don't want to mention the name, always try to drink a lot of water. Take a lot of water. Hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself. Take a lot of water. It's very, very important so that that place will be moist and then soft and easy going. But if that place is always dry, it's something else. And another thing I want to advise you is before having that thing with your partner, always try to clean that part so clean before doing anything. And some of your partners, they can even transmit STI to you and so on. So always protect yourself. Don't just allow the excitement to overtake you, and then later you will fall into a situation whereby anxiety will come and depression. So always protect yourself. I think you know what I'm telling you guys. Protect yourself before having anything. And some men, when they are having rapport with you, I don't want to use the English word. Rapport is a French word. When they're having rapport with you, what they do is, I think the rapport is more pleasant to use than the other words. Yes, it's more decent. So when you are having rapport with a man, don't just try to allow the man to pour into you that much, because some of them, they are already infected, and then when they transfer that thing into you, you will have infection. Infection can come through that. That infection, it can affect you on a long way and you wouldn't know. And sometimes it can cause itching, it can cause your smelling and so on. So if you don't want that putty cat to be smelling, don't allow them to, you know what I'm telling you. So always try to protect yourself so that anything eventuality will not happen to you. And another thing, after the rapport, go into the restroom and wash your private part. I ask myself why people always say that when I'm using the restroom, I don't clean my private parts with water. I use tissue or I use a wiper. My friend, as from today, leave that. Use water and clean that place thoroughly, and use your apple cider as well and clean it so that you can smell good, fresh again. And if you're coming for the second round, that's fine, but clean yourself thoroughly. If not, you'll be irritated and then you will not even feel comfortable of doing anything. So water is very important, and clean your private parts so well when having rapport. And the other one is another tip I want to share here is take coffee and then maca. I don't know whether you know maca. Maca is a herbal powder that you can use, and it's very effective. It makes you tight and it makes your man to go and come back. He will never go out and look for another person or a side chick, because that place is gonna you know what I'm saying. So drink it maybe 3 hours before the game. Mix maca in coffee. I wish I have some maca here. I don't have it in minutes. I will have shown you guys a sample, but mix some maca and then some coffee in hot water or warm water, then take it 3 hours before that. You can even give it to your partner to drink. Of course you can. And if you have honey, because you don't want it to be too bitter, add some honey in it and take it. That place is gonna be wow. Okay, another tip I want to share here again is that another feminine hygiene to avoid body odor is, you know, we have this part, this part, this part, this part, and here. All our places are holes and down there. So try to clean them when you're taking your shower. Clean yourself thoroughly. Clean yourself thoroughly, guys. If I say thoroughly, I mean thoroughly. Therefore, when you clean yourself so clean and then try to apply the best perfume of your choice or anything and come close to him, and he will never say, no. Instead, he will say, oh my God, you're smelling so good. So always try to take your bath thoroughly and then apply your lotion and then spray your perfumes and so on. Just look good for him. Just look good for him. No side chick for you. Another tip I want to share here again, another girl stuff, is always share with your friends about what is going on with your life. Don't feel like you know everything. Don't feel like you don't want to share with people because you don't want them to know your problem. When you are experiencing something and you don't really understand in your system or about your body, explain it to somebody you are close to, and the person might give you a tangible advice if the person is a good person. If the person did not have an advice to give you, talk to another person, 1 or 2, 3 people, and then they will advise you on what to do. Instead of you having one funny thing that is going on into your life or into your system and you don't want to voice it out, it can go a long way and it will really give you a bad impact. So it's always better you to tell people your problem so that you can solve your problem at the right time without you going through a lot of mess. And at the end of the day, when the thing is chronic, then you now start to voice it out or going to see a doctor. Or if you see anything around your system and you are not really familiar with it, or your body is sounding somehow funny, why don't you go and see a gynecologist and then explain yourself to the person, and then you'll be guided and prescribed some drugs to use. There are some things you can do to make that place diffuse, to make that place moist, to make that place lustrous, to make that place smells good, to make that place tight. Yes, the VG can be tight very, very well when you do some kind of steams, because when that place is tight, it's enjoyable and it's lovely to your partner. So definitely there are things you can do to get that place 80% or 90% okay. So if you think that these tips I gave here are things that you have been doing, continue doing that. If you think they are things that you haven't thought of doing, why not you start doing them now? Okay, last but not the least is take care of your mouth very, very well. Every 6 months you can see your dentist so that you can wash your teeth. Either you want to whiten it or you want to just to wash it thoroughly all over, and there's a way they normally clean it all over. You'll be opening your mouth and your teeth will be like this, and then they'll be cleaning it. It's like a needle, and then at the same time the water will be dropping in. Oh my god, then they will say split. Then after you split, they will continue again until your teeth are clean and then nice and beautiful. You have to be seeing your dentist every 6 months so that your mouth will not have any mouth odor. Okay guys, thank you so much for listening to what I just said here. And if this video is really useful to you, why not you just give me a thumbs up, and don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. And you know what, I love you guys so much. Okay guys, thank you so much, and I'm saying thank yous to all my subscribers all over in the world, and I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna be grateful forever because you guys are keeping me going. No matter how the journey is long, I am still here having patience, and I know someday I'm gonna be a big YouTuber. Hey, okay guys, bye bye, and see you guys in another video. Bye.